There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and heard around the world on the Voice of America, with major funding provided by Bailey and Glasser. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. But we are not in the Mountain State tonight. We are on the shores of Lake Superior in Grand Marais, Minnesota, as guests of the North House Folk School. And this is our second show up here this year. It's always great to come up to this beautiful place, and we have what I think is a great show for you. I believe you'll agree. One of our favorite guys, one of the best performers in the world, Mr. David Lindley, will be out during our next hour. Also, a band from right here in Minnesota, down in the Twin Cities, Pert near Sandstone, will be out during the second hour. And one of our very, very favorite chanteuses, I don't know if it's chanteuses or what the plural is, but she is a wonderful singer, and you'll see that soon. Also, keyboard player. She has a new record out there that is just exquisite. Her name is Judith Owen, and she'll be out a little later during this hour. Also, a good friend of ours who hadn't been around in way too long, so we're glad to have him back. Originally, he was born and raised right next door on a reservation over in Wisconsin. Mr. Bill Miller is here. But to start us out, this beautiful woman you see next to me, and she, believe it or not, started coming to Mountain Stage with a band from Indiana back in the late 80s, I believe it was. I know, it doesn't look, I couldn't believe it myself. I was thinking she must be a child singer because, it's hard to believe we met her back then. She's done, since she left, she did a couple of albums with that band, and then she went off on her own and has done 15 albums on her own and been back many times to the Mountain Stage. She's traveled all over the world. Done music in India, done music in Europe and South America, and of course all around the United States. And her songs, like her voice, are deep and beautiful. She has a new album out there now called A Permeable Life, and also a book to go with it. I'll tell you more about that later. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Carrie Newcommer.
I believe there are some debts that we can never repay, and I believe there are some words that we can never unsay, and I don't know a single soul who didn't get lost along the way. And I believe in socks and gloves knit out of soft gray wool, and that there's a place in heaven for those who teach in public school. Yeah. And I know I get some things right, but mostly I'm a fool. I believe in a good strong cup of ginger tea, and that all these shoots and roots will become a tree. All I know is I can't help but see all of this as so very holy. And I believe in jars of jelly put up by careful hands, and I believe most folks are doing just about the best they can. And I know there are some things that I understand. I believe there's healing in the sound of your voice, and that a summer tomato is a cause to rejoice, and that following a song was never really a choice, never really. I believe in a good long letter written on real paper and with real pen. I believe in the ones I love and know I'll never see again. I believe in the kindness of strangers and the comfort of old friends. And when I close my eyes to sleep at night, that it's good to say amen. And I believe that life's comprised of smiles and sniffles and tears. And in an old coat that still has another good year. And I know that I get scared sometimes, but all I need is here. I believe in a good strong cup of ginger tea, and that all these shoots and roots will become a tree. All I know is I can't help but see all of this as so very holy. I believe, I believe. Well, thank you. Right away tonight, with playing piano tonight with me is Mr. Gary Walters. Well, it is great to be here in Grand Marais, and this is one amazingly beautiful place on the planet. Literally breathtakingly beautiful. But you guys, okay, you drive into town and you are welcomed by an enormous wooden head of a fish coming out of the middle of a building. And you just think, this place is wondrous. It's just awesome. So this song is on my new album. It's called "A Light in the Window," and it's about seeing that light off in the distance, kind of set back off the road, that little bit of hope in the dark, you know? Looking out at the night beyond the driver's wheel, curving hips made of snow in the winter fields. There's a house set way back where the lamplight glows like a star out in the cold, filled with people I'll never know, who left a light in the window. What would I change if the choice were mine? I was doing the best I knew at the time. And every door that was opened and door that closed, all the things that made me grow, set me off down another road, off to look for a light in the window. Now the old has already passed away, but the new is too new to be born today. And so I'm throwing out seeds on the winter snow as the cold wind begins to blow. Standing here on a new threshold, I can see a light, there's a light in the window. And the world is made of stone, and the world is made of glass, and the world is made of light, and it's moving very fast. Pass from mystery to mystery, so I won't lie. I don't know what happens when people die, but I hope that I see you walking slow, smiling wide as the sunrise grows. Drop my map with 1,000 folds. In the distance I see it glow. There's a light, there's a light, there's a light in the window. Well, it is wonderful to be here in Minnesota. Gary and I were from Indiana, which impresses people everywhere you go. Tell them you're a Hoosier will open doors. I'm just telling you. Well, this song came about. I was invited by my friend Marcia to come and do some canning with about 20 other women. So we set up our backyard and with all the stuff, and we canned all day long. And at the end of the day, there were 20 very sweaty women and about 1 million jars of salsa. Yeah. But I was so taken at the end of the day when we were dividing up the jars. No one was talking about keeping their jars. Everyone was talking about who they were planning to give the jars to. And it was so lovely. I kept thinking, wow, you know, these small things, the work of our hands, the little kindnesses, they change everything, don't they? Today, while it rained, I washed the jars, and then I lit a flame, set the water to start, and at the end of the day, lined up to cool and seal 12 pints of spiced peach jam, 20 jars of dill beans canned from an old recipe. that my mother gave to me, because it's good to put a little bit by for when the late snows fly. All that love so neatly canned by the work of our hands. They lay hands on boards and bricks and loud machines with shovels and rakes and buckets of soup they clean. And I believe that we should bless every shirt ironed and pressed, salute the crews out on the roads, those who stock shelves and carry loads, and whisper thanks to the brooms and saws, dirty boots and coveralls, and bow my head to the waitress and nurse. I tip my hat to the farmer and clerk, all those saints with skillets and pans and the work of their hands. Pulled up out of hot water, the work of our hands so faithful and true. I make something barely there, music is a little more than air. So now every year I'll put by tomatoes and pears, I won't wipe the lip with a callous fingertip, and I swear by the winter ground we'll open one and pass the thing around. Let the light catch the jar, amber gold as a falling star. It's humble and physical, it's only love made visible. Yes, now I understand, it's the work of our hands. Well, we're going to do one more song for you. It is just a delight to be back on Mountain Stage. This is a national treasure, you know? So it's just great to be here and with Gary Walters. This next song, it's called Breathe In, Breathe Out, because sometimes you just have to. To live we learn what we love most, embrace it all and hold it close. Breathe it in and breathe it out, let it go. To live is to love so many things that fly on beautiful wax wings. Breathe it in and breathe it out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go, let it go. I held anger like a coal, a burning hot but not let go, with the thought that I could throw it at someone. Such a hard lesson to learn. My own hand is what got burned. I breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go, let it go. What is one is one. What is done. Let it go. What is real. What we feel, and let it go. I saw one candle in the night become 1,000 lights. Breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go. Life is fleeting, this I know, short and draped in marigolds. Breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go. Breathe out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go, let it go. Thank you so much.
Carrie Newcommer, along with Gary Walters on the piano. Carrie Newcommer. The new CD is called A Permeable Life on Available Light Records. And the accompanying book, she also just published a book called A Permeable Life, Poems and Essays. What a glorious voice she has. And she has been coming to visit us since the late 80s. I checked it out. The group was called Stone Soup back then, and she was with them for a little while before going out and making 15 solo albums. Carrie Newcommer, good to see her again. It's time to welcome the Mountain Stage Band and Julie Adams to do a tune. Since we are up here in Minnesota, Julie has chosen one by the Replacements called Aching to Be. I understand they're about to do something new. I think they were on Jimmy Fallon the other night, so that's nice. See if we can get them on the Mountain Stage if they're out doing stuff again. The Mountain Stage Band is Ron Soule back there on the acoustic guitar. He's the leader of the band. Bob Thompson is our keyboard man. Ryan Kennedy, Michael Lipton are our lead guitar players. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Steve Hill plays the bass. Keep it going. Welcome Julie Adams.
Was
She's kind of like an artist sitting on the floor. Never finishes, she abandons, never shows a soul. And she's kind of like a movie everyone rushes to see, and no one understands it, sitting in their seats. She opens her mouth to speak, and what comes out's a mystery. Thought about, not understood, she's aching to be. Well, she dances alone in nightclubs every other day of the week. People look right through her. Baby doll, check your cheek. And she's kind of like a poet who finds it hard to speak. Poems come so slowly, like the colors down her sheet. She opens her mouth to speak, and what comes out's a mystery. Thought about, not understood, she's aching to be. I've been aching for a while now, friend. I've been aching hard for years. Well, she's kind of like an artist who uses paints no more. You never show me what you're doing, never show a soul. I saw one of your pictures, there was nothing that I could see. If no one's on your canvas, well, I'm aching to be. She closes her mouth to speak, and she closes her eyes to see. Thought about and only love, she's aching to be. Just like me.
Julie Adams, Mountain Stage Band, Aching to Be, a replacement song right there. And you're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the mountain state of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware, handling complex trials, appeals, and transactions nationwide. More information at baileyglasser.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. There are many ways to reach us here at the Mountain Stage. Our email is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect on Facebook. You can ask us anything on Tumblr and hear our Song of the Week on Stitcher. All of these links are at mountainstage.org. You can hear Mountain Stage guest performances, including songs that we don't have time to fit in the radio, online at NPR Music. That address is npr.org/mountainstage. Well, when I introduced everyone on the show, I mentioned what a great new recording Judith Owen has called Ebb and Flow, and she's made some fine records before us. This one is just, I think, exceptional. She always has original material, and she always also does very interesting covers of songs you've heard before in ways that you've never heard before. But this time she decided to do a tribute to some of the music that really influenced her and so many of us. Music from the late 60s and early 70s when the great pop singer-songwriters, Carole King's Tapestry, James Taylor's Sweet Baby James, Joni Mitchell's Blue, Jackson Brown's Running on Empty were on the radio, in your car, and in your home, and in your dorm room, or wherever it was that you were listening to music then. And I think she's done a wonderful job of doing that tribute. And she went to the source. She found some of the folks who actually played on that record, including the man that you see up here with her tonight. I'll let her introduce him. But it's a very special thing, and it's a very special record. Good to have her back. She's from Wales originally. Now she lives most of the time in California and travels a good bit. And I'll tell you after her set about a great Christmas show she's going to be doing this fall, so you might want to catch that. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Judith Owen.
Thank you so much. It is so wonderful to be back here. I hope you can all understand my accent. It's very clear and very pronounced. But I have to tell you, lovely people here at Grand Marais, that the best thing about being here is that it's not Texas. And anyway, people, that was just a gesture, not for radio, you understand. Why do I say such a cruel thing about those lovely, dull people? Well, it's a story of bitterness that I will open my little set here with. Because you see, I am from London. I'm actually originally from Wales. I'm from London. And this song I wrote in London because it was about meeting a Texan who lied to me and who I believed because I was lovesick. We all fall into this place of lovesickness. We wear rose-tinted glasses. We cannot see the truth. And he told me that Texas was a magical land. Where armadillos roamed free. And cowboys on white stallions were everywhere. Years later, with my actual husband, I drove across Texas the 2 days it takes to cross Texas on the 10, and I realized that actually, in truth and in all honesty, it truly is an absolutely dreadful, dreadful place. Do I hear a yes, Grand Marais? But this is a song I wrote about lovesickness and how we lose our minds, even with a Texan. He came to her for some honest affection and couldn't understand how she could be so strong. But she cried inside with a little introspection. She said, you know, you've got to be the first to know when you are wrong. She met a stranger in strange circumstances, talked for us
heart was filled with Eastern dances. And 2 days before her heart could strike a beat again, well, I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. And if I was a lizard, I would lie on the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. Oh, here. But again one rainy morning, Side's face and her heart felt like a circus chime. Deep inside her pride was alive like a new day dawning. Well, isn't it strange how much can change in such a little time? Oh, no. I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. If I was a lizard, I would lie in the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. I've never been to Texas, but I hear the weather's awful hard. And if I was a lizard, I would lie on the desert and send my emotions on a postcard. I'd like to send my emotions, like to send my emotions on a postcard.
Thank you so much. But it's okay, because very soon after he dumped me, I met the real love of my life, my now husband. Thank you so much. Good news travels far. And I went to live in California. I lived between London and California, as Larry said. And when I met my husband, because when I met this Texan, I was quite an ill person. I was a bit of a mood-swinging woman.
Really?
I hear you ask who this marvelous man with ridiculous beard is. I want to tell you. Because all these years later, I find myself in a situation where I want to make a great record that features the people that I listened to as a kid, that my family and I listened to, and we're in the car, on the car trip going everywhere. And we were listening to James Taylor and Carole King and Joni Mitchell. And so all these years later, I'm with my husband, and I've had a lot of work, and I'm a lot better, and I'm not so much of a mood swinger as I used to be when I lied and told my husband that I'd never had depression, ever. Because women, we lie to get in the country. And so once I had done that... Don't worry, they're editing later, it's fine, this is okay. All these years later, I found myself in a situation where I really wanted to go to the font and find these guys. So here is, let me introduce you, so proud to be on the stage with the man that I listened to and who had such an influence upon my writing, and that sound of Laurel Canyon in the 70s, Californian, Mr. Leland Sklar. And I knew I was better, I knew I was well. I was so much happier than I used to be because I found myself giving somebody else who was struggling with the black dog, the darkness, the depression. I found myself able to give them advice and say, this too will pass. And it's like watching a strip of light under a door and knowing that there's life in the other room, if only you can get to it. And this is one of the first songs that I recorded with Lee and the guys. And it's called Under Your Door.
Just today I saw you and your head was in your hands. Said you couldn't face another day. All of life's rejections, all those dreams turned into sand. What's the point? You asked me, so I took your hand and said that when it feels like the rain might fall forever, oh, and the wind might blow forever, don't let go, whatever you do, 'cause if you hold tight, you might just see the light under your door. So face the storm, my friend, and believe me when I tell you this too must end. And I've walked this rocky road, I've stumbled many times, wondered why I walk it every day. I've been so downhearted that I've almost lost my mind. Took a friend to hold my hand, to help me understand that when it feels like the rain might fall forever, oh, and the wind might blow forever, don't let go, whatever you do, 'cause if you hold tight, you might just see the light under your door. Under your door.
I got so emotional in that one that my my battery pack fell out of my bum. Not actually my bum, obviously, but the back pocket. It would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? It was in my bum. They'll edit that too, don't worry. No, I'm bringing class wherever I go. It's the accent, you know. So just cut to, I've just done this record in Sunset Sound, on Sunset, right by Laurel Canyon. I'm still in that frame of mind. I go back to London. I've made this incredible record that I'm so proud of with these amazing guys. And so Leland Sklar, Ross Kunkel, Waddy Wachtel, it's incredible. Yes, indeed. I'm a very lucky and very pushy woman. And so...
Yeah.
So, it's a radio show, ladies and gentlemen. So I go back to London, and I'm still in this Laurel Canyon, and I'm wearing like long flowing dresses, and I'm really thinking that I'm still in the 70s, and it's fantastic, and I'm like, you know, channeling it. And I go back to Britain, and the weather's very similar to it is here right now, and it all falls horribly to pieces. And I do this summer show, and I'm doing all these covers. People know me for covers. First one I ever did was Black Hole Sun. Oh no, yeah, Black Hole Sun. And then I did Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water as a bossa nova. I like to take highly testosterone songs. I like to take the cod out of the piece. And so with that, you're so slow in Grand Marais. I'm embarrassed you're even working with me now. So I decided I was going to cover something that the Brits always wheel out for the 2 days of summer that we have. It's a song that's always brought out and then put away just before Slade comes out for Christmas. And it is Mungo Jerry's in the summertime. But people, I couldn't just do a normal cover. I thought to myself, I asked this very important question. It's become my mantra. What would Joni do?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up, you can almost touch the sky. When the weather is right, you've got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, and go out and see what you can find. If her daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If her daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed along the lane, darling, do a turn in 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it in a lay-by. 'Cause you're not bad, you're not dirty, darling. You're not a mean. You just love everybody and you do exactly what you feel. You go fishing, you go flying, sometimes you go swimming in the sea. You say the life's for living, life's for living. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's your philosophy. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. When the winter's here, darling, you feel just fine. Bring a bottle, wear your bright clothes, 'cause soon it will be summertime. 'Cause you're not bad, you're not dirty, darling. You're not mean. You just love everybody and you do exactly what you feel. You go fishing, you go flying, and sometimes you go swimming by the sea. You say the life's for living, life's for living. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's your philosophy. In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up, almost touch the sky. When the weather is right, you got woman on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, and go out and see what you can find. Have a drink, have a drive, and go out and see what you can find. Have a drink, have a drive, and go out and see what you can find. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, come along with me. La 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 la, come along with me. Oh la la la, come along with me. La 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 la, come along with me. Oh, 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 oh.
Mr. Lee Clark.
Surprised me.
I'm going to do a song that is basically for all of us here tonight, in this lovely warm tent that will be like an ice float later. I like that name, Ice Float. I'm getting Yes, it's punchy, isn't it? It has a certain something to it. I figured out in all my years on this planet that the one thing that we all struggle with, the one thing that we all do, and which is absolutely infuriating, is that we find it very difficult to live in the present and to enjoy the moment that we're in. And I write a lot about, of course, myself, because it is all about me. And but the way how I get away with this is basically I also know that it's what I feel and what I go through is what all of us go through. We're all struggling. You know, some of us have a better game face than others, you see. That's all it is. And I felt, you know, in my life, like I've spent a lot of time regretting the past or catastrophizing about the future, but never actually being present. And that's because we're all so busy sort of judging how we're doing based upon other people's lives. I think we're all doing that a bit too much. I wrote this song called 1 in a Million, which is also on Ebb and Flow. And it's for all of us, because it's just that thing of trying to just enjoy who we are and what we are right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Old friend, what you been doing with your life then? With all of those plans you figured out back in those high school days. Now you have come clean. How much you've struggled for that one dream. Chasing your rainbow wasn't what it seemed, and it didn't all go your way. And you hurt when others were growing, you still pale. When others are glowing, you feel stale just watching your gossip TV. Believe me, don't live looking out on the other side. Don't live thinking everybody's got it easier. Even if the grass looks green or where they're standing, you know you're 1 in a million, so go out and live your life. And you're a big joke, the way you've been moving like a slow poke. Your glass isn't empty, it's just plain half broken. You're starting to fade away. Now you're a landslide, crumbling slowly on the inside. Writing it bareback cause you've got your pride, and they'll never see you sway. And each day somebody's winning, and it makes you feel like you're only beginning. So don't live looking out on the other side. Don't live thinking everybody's got it easier. Even if the sun is shining where they're standing, you know you're 1 in a million, so go out and live your life. Live your life. Don't live looking out on the other side. Don't live thinking everybody's got it easier. Even if the grass looks green or where they're standing, you know you're 1 in a million, so go out and live your own life. You're 1 in a million, so go out and live your life. Live your life.
I'd like to thank Larry so much and everybody here at Mountain Stage for having me back. The fabulous Mr. Leland Sklar for coming here with me tonight. When you go out afterwards, because we have to drive to Minneapolis tonight, and we're hoping not to hit any moose on the way. This is where Leland's beard comes in terribly useful, as he scares moose.
Not the beavers.
But not beavers. But outside in the merch area, there is a free and beautiful little download for every one of you in the summertime, as well as the CD. So thank you very much for being an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous audience. And we leave you with a little bit of Britain. In fact, London, because right about now, where it's still hanging on to summer, this is the sound you hear at night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, and take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. And blackbird fly, and blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Judith Owen, along with Leland Sklar. That new CD that you heard several tunes from is called Ebb and Flow. Judith Owen. Yes, Judith Owen, originally from Wales and now dividing her time. And I told you I would tell you about her holiday tour. She'll be out along with her husband, Harry Shearer, and they're going to New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, New Orleans, and elsewhere doing a special show called Christmas Without Tears. And the money from that tour will go to museums and healthcare and mental health care programs. And there'll be a lot of guest stars, so check that out, Christmas Without Tears, Judith Owen and Harry Shearer and friends. And I mentioned all those records, Sweet Baby James and Tapestry, Joni Mitchell's Blue, and Running on Empty. Lee played bass on all those records, as well as a whole lot more. So it's fun to have him up here with us in Grand Marais. We're going to end this hour with a man who has been on the mountain stage quite a few times, starting way back in the 80s, so it's kind of old home week on the mountain stage this week. But he's born right near here. He's always came out to West Virginia because he's lived in Nashville for a while, but he was born and raised in northern Wisconsin on the Stockbridge-Muncie Reservation. He's a Mohican Indian. And he started out like a lot of folks playing rock and roll. He got a guitar when he was 12. Like a lot of people start playing rock and roll, you know, get excited. But then he heard a Pete Seeger concert, and it kind of turned him around a little bit, and he decided to go in a different direction. And ever since then, he has been very successful as a singer and a songwriter and a purveyor of Native American music. He won all the Native American music awards you can win. He also won 3 Grammy Awards in the Native American category. Yeah. He's asked the band to play with him, and he's about to go out right now to celebrate a new record that's a Johnny Cash tribute, the 50th anniversary of Johnny's record, Bitter Tears. It's called Look Again to the Winds, Bitter Tears, and I think Emilio Harris is going to be on that tour, and Chris Christopherson and Steve Earle, and the man you see right here. Make him welcome, if you would, Mr. Bill Miller.
the streams, praise you for the eagle, the visions and the dreams, the visions and the dreams, the visions and the dreams. We are. Thank you so much. It's good to be back in Minnesota again. I went to high school 2 years in Minneapolis, to West High and Southwest High. I spent the last 6 months in Wisconsin next to my mother, who died of cancer. It was her second bout of breast cancer. And when she left, though a lot of things, I'm so glad I got to spend time with her and speak with her face to face. I'm the oldest of her 9 children, and she never wanted to leave the reservation. She didn't like any place else but northern Wisconsin. The cold didn't bother her, nothing bothered her. She was always smiling at the end. The nurses said to me when she was starting to go down, they said, before she starts to die, they said, she's going to start, she might start bitching. She might start saying bad things about you kids and your alcoholic father and all that. She might just get a little bit hard to deal with, and it can be embarrassing. We've seen this 20, 30 years of older people dying, and that's what they'll do. My mom didn't do any of that. Said my mom reached out to these nurses and said, thank you, you're beautiful people. Thank you for caring for me. Thank you to my children. Thank you to God. Thank you to my husband. Thank you to everybody. Unbelievable. And she loved this necklace that I'm wearing tonight, and I've got a lot of beadwork in my life, but this is a pretty unique piece. People come up to me all the time in restaurants, which is kind of weird. I don't go up to white people and say, "Oh, a nice piece of whatever." Nice scarf you're wearing, beautiful blonde Norwegian woman. You know what? I'd get arrested. I would get freaking arrested, but you all can do it to me. It's like, what the hell? What's that about? I want to do it to you. Somebody came up and asked me why, what this means, and it means a lot of things. The thing is, I got this a few years ago from Johnny Cash's son, and it's Johnny Cash's favorite necklace, and they gave it to me. The Cash family gave it to me, and I showed it to my mom, and I grew up on Johnny Cash. It's so beautiful that a week before my mother died, Sony Records called me and said, we want you on this Johnny Cash tribute record, Bill Miller, with Emmylou Harris and all these people. And my dream's coming true in a weird way. So I told my mom, I said, I'm going to wear this necklace every day as much as I can until I'm over you, Mom. And it may take a long time. This next song I wrote 15 years ago. I haven't done it in 15 years. It's all about sustaining. My mom was good at that. She used to make this big bowl of chili or a pot of chicken noodle soup in the winter or vegetable soup. And she would feed people at 2, 3 in the morning. Relatives on the reservation, they come in at all weird hours. So to sustain us, she would just add more water. It was easy to do. This is how her love sustains me. This is called Love Sustained. I wrote it for my mom. And going out to her. You leave behind the tangled mess, hide the lies you won't confess, leave behind the dreams that didn't come true. Did you cover up your battle scars? Are you back at home? Have you gone too far? Are you on the edge or have you fallen off? No, I'm not complaining of this life that I've known. Led me down some long, dark road. Yeah, I'm still sustaining on this love that you've shown me so many years ago. Yes, I was a frightened soul when the madness came and took control. Somehow we survived and made it through. So many things I can't explain. Wash me in the desert rain. Hold me in your arms just the way you used to do. Yeah, I'm not complaining of this life that I've known. Led me down some long, dark roads. Yeah, I'm still sustaining on this love that you've shown me so many years ago. Led me down some long, dark road. Yeah, I'm still sustaining on this love that you've shown me so many years ago. Thank you so much. I've lived in Nashville now since 1985, and I never dreamed that I'd meet another Midwestern Yahoo like me, but I did, and his name was John Vesner, and he's a true, you know, like the Michigans, they got it good, they call themselves Yoopers, Upper Peninsula, the Yooper. He's like a Yooper to me, and anyways, he's an incredible man, an incredible friend of mine. John and I, back in 1995, wrote a song together that's one of my favorite songs I've ever co-written with anybody in Nashville. Would you please welcome to the stage the guy who originated this deal right here, John Vesner, the man. You speak to me through a broken window. You are alive in an old oak tree. You hold me close when the winter wind blows. I hear your footsteps on the street. I feel your presence in the early morning. I dream of you in the darkest night. You call to me without a warning. I see your face in the fire's light. This kind of love you cannot hold. This kind of love, it has no shame. This kind of love is never old. This kind of love you cannot hold. This kind of love you cannot tame. You found a way through all my secrets. It made my proud defenses fall. This kind of love, it has no distance. This kind of love, it knows no walls. This kind of love you cannot hold. This kind of love, it has no shame. This kind of love is never old. This kind of love you cannot hold. This kind of love you cannot tame. This kind of love is without blame. If I could reach the stars, I'd pull one down for you. I'd shine it on my heart, baby, so you could it's only in my dream that I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You'd think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could, I'd change. Baby, I would change this world. If I could be a king, even for just one day, I'd have you as my queen. I'd have it no other way. And this kingdom will rule with everything we made. Till then I'll be a fool, just wishing for that day when I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could, I'd change. Yeah, you know I change. Oh, I take you, baby. Change. Baby, I would change the world. Change, baby, I'll change this world.
Along with the Mountain Stage Band and Julie Adams, Mr. Bill Miller. From right around these parts over in Wisconsin. His latest project, three-time Grammy winner, his latest project is a Johnny Cash tribute, 50th anniversary of Bitter Tears. It's called Look Again to the Winds, Bitter Tears. They're going to be out touring with Bill and Emmylou Harris and Steve Earle, I think. Chris Christopherson on that great project. Great to see Bill Miller again. I'd like to thank everyone here at North House Folk School, the leader, Mr. Greg Wright, also Jessa Frost, and all the staff. They're great folks, and we really enjoy working with them. Also, special thanks. Yeah. And special thanks to Linda Kratt here at the Cook County CVB, Convention Visitors Bureau, for help bringing us up here to one of the most beautiful places in the world, Grand Marais, Minnesota. On the shores of Lake Superior. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you're listening right now over Iowa Public Radio, including WOI Ames in Des Moines, Iowa. And over WTIP, Grand Marais, Minnesota. We hope that you will join us next week when our guests will be the Ducks, Blake Mills, Jill Barber, Curtis McMurtry, and Puss in Boots, a new addition to that lineup. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Radio. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Thank you so much. Welcome to the second half of this Mountain Stage from Grand Marais, Minnesota. We're up here hosted by the North House Folk School, and we've already heard some great music. We got a lot more to come. During this hour, we're going to be hearing from one of our favorite artists of all time, Mr. David Lindley. But we're going to open this hour with a band that pretty popular up in these parts. They're from the Twin Cities. There are a lot of young bands nowadays, thank goodness, that are rooted in folk and bluegrass music, but they have the energy of rock and rollers, and they take that music to places where it doesn't usually go, that kind of traditional music. And this band is certainly one of those. 5 pieces, and their latest CD is called The Hardest Part of Leaving. Been looking forward to having them on the show for a while. They've been together for 10 years. Please welcome, for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Pert near Sandstone.
It was almost like a dream when we were traveling. 2 kids with life behind their eyes. We found more than we could see and looked at it directly. Just like the sky, we were burning bright. We were so much older, but I still feel the same. We were set on fire from loving in vain. Please don't get a girl to show her the world. She'll get a little keen and then leave you. And all that time spent with trouble in mind is now up to another fool, another fool. Just like mirrors of a mountain, I wouldn't let you down, but somehow you were broken up inside. She only said she wanted a wedding ring. Instead of that, you gave her everything. Please don't get a girl to show her the world. She'll get a little keen and then leave you. And all that time spent with trouble in mind is now up to another fool, another fool.
Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, this next one we usually ask if people would like to hear a prison song or if they'd like to hear a love song. But this one kind of covers both. If you go to Belmont, you better walk right. You better not gamble, you better not fight. Policemen will grab you and bring you down. Next thing you know, it's chain gang bound. Six o'clock in the morning, your ding dong ring. You go to the table, same old thing. Coffee on that table, as bitter as gall. Don't like it, boy, get none at all.
Gotta call my woman, how do I know? My little old apron, she always wore. Umbrella on shoulder, money in her hand. 6 cent back captain, gonna get my man. Come on.
Come on, Andy. I'll get you low, man. 6 o'clock in the evening, your ding dong ring. You go to the table, same old thing. Cornbread on the table, the heart of the rock. Ain't that enough, lady? Break your husband's heart. Gotta call my woman, how do I know?
My little old apron, she always wore. Umbrella on shoulder, money in her hand. 6 cent back captain, gonna get my man.
If you go to Grand Marais, you better walk right. You better not gamble, you better not fight. Policemen will grab you and bring you down. Next thing you know, it's chain gang bound.
Gotta call my woman, how do I know? My little old apron, she always wore. Umbrella on shoulder, money in the hand. 6 cent back captain, gonna get my man.
That's Mr. Andy Lambert over there on the clogs. He'll be teaching a clogging workshop here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So you too can join Pert near Sandstone.
That's Mr. Adam Kiesling right there, everybody. All right, we're going to do a song that I wrote off a new CD here called His Island. Never be the same since that moment. Never play the game the same way. Never be the thing that you wanted. Never gonna win, you don't say. Take a look around all alone. Doesn't make a sound when he's gone. He can pull you in the morning, push you away same day. But you still go after him. Look out for his island. You can never swim there, and he will only hold up there. content with sand. Look out, 'cause far as I know, you can't join a one-man show. You have swum these waters and know where these currents flow. Well, every guy is great when you meet him. Perfect gentleman, funny, smart. What you can't see won't be revealed. Only time can show a man's heart. Once you find out what he's about, it could be too late to get out. He can pull you into his web, leave you tangled up in his mess. Well, you spin and you spin, but you can't get out. Look out for his island. You can never swim there in. He will only hold up there and be content with sand. Look out, 'cause far as I know, you can't join a one-man show. You have swum these waters and know where these currents flow. Turn around and run, darling, run. Head on back to where it begun. Stars will fall on you every night. Just because they're new, they ain't right. Take your time, girl, wait patiently. Don't just grab the first thing you see. He can pull you down to his level, make you forget all that you had. What you had, girl, you had, girl, you had. Look out for his island. You can never swim there in. He will only hold up there and be content with sand. Look out, 'cause far as I know, you can't join a one-man show. You have swum these waters and know where these currents flow. Thank you.
hold you like the sunlight holds the moon, shining on your face, and the memories of this place tell me I'm home now. It's all that's on my mind, the past we left behind, the future comes in time, and we'll find it down by the riverside, watching as the world goes rolling by. Not sure how sleep, baby, won't you sleep? The night is dark and deep. I'll hold you like the moon holds the sunshine now. It's all that's on my mind, the past we left behind, the future comes in time, and we'll find it down by the riverside, watching as the world goes rolling by. Not sure how shine right at morning light, the sunlight on the breeze, see it shining through the trees. Day is dawning now. It's all that's on my mind, the past we left behind, the future comes in time, and we'll find it down by the riverside, watching as the world goes rolling by. Not sure how
Thank you so much.
It's Mr. Kevin Knievel on the clawhammer banjo. It's Sonny Boy Nate Sipe on the mandolin and the fiddle. My name is Jay Lenz. We are Pert near Sandstone from Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota.
Well, this year we're celebrating our 10 years as a band. Starting back over on a little living room and off of Rice Street in St. Paul, Minnesota. Yeah, I had no idea we're gonna be here on Mountain Stage, but man, it's a pleasure to be here.
Temperature was rising, felt like we were on an island, dancing round and round and round across the floor. Up that oak and down the pine, be your partner, you'll be mine. I'll take this dance 1,000,000 times and beg for more. And the music went on through the night while I held her, danced so tight. Sing and dance with me, honey, come on, polish up that floor. When the music's over, go waltzing out the door. Do-si-do, high and low, swing your partner and around you go. Put that birdie in a cage, let her dance the night away. Then you grab your partner and take her on back home. And the music went on through the night while I held her, danced so tight. Sing and dance with me, honey, go on, polish up that floor. When the music's over, go waltzing out the door. When the music's over, go waltzing out the door. When the music's over, go waltzing.
Well, thanks a lot, folks. We've got one more. And that's, we'd like to impart some of the same wisdom that this song implies. It's just remember, folks, keep your skillet good and greasy all the time.
Well, cornbread and beans and good old collard greens. Keep your skillet good and greasy all the time.
From right here in Minnesota, Pert near Sandstone, celebrating 10 years as a band. The latest is The Hardest Part of Leaving. Yeah. Pert near Sandstone. Great to have them for the first time on the mountain stage, and we're glad to be part of their 10th anniversary celebration. It's time to bring up our keyboard player, Mr. Bob Thompson. He's going to do a blues song that he learned from Odetta, but a lot of folks have done this one over the years. Please welcome Bob Thompson and the How Long Blues. You find his music at colortones.com. Mr. Bob Thompson, the How Long Blues. You're listening to Mountain Stage live performance radio from the mountain state of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser LLP, a law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware, handling complex trials, appeals, and transactions nationwide. More information at baileyglasser.com. Additional support is provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you just want to hear something again, you can go online, visit the archives section of mountainstage.org, or subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Each podcast includes songs that won't be heard on the radio, and usually the complete finale song. If you'd like to visit us live, we would love to have you in our audience, whether we are at home in Charleston or on the road at a place like this, beautiful Grand Marais, Minnesota. You can find out where we're going to be, and you can buy tickets right there at our website, mountainstage.org. And by the way, if you would like to learn about Scandinavian and Native American arts, crafts, if you'd like to learn how to do some of these things that people have been doing for generations and centuries in some cases, this is the place to come. North House Folk School in Grand Marais, Minnesota. You can find out what they're doing all year round by going to northhouse.org. And you might want to come up here and take a class. Well, we're going to end this special show up here on the shores of the Big Lake Superior with a man who's really traveled with us all over the place. Last time he was on the show, we were in Alaska. He's been in West Virginia many times. He's been coming to see us for over 2 decades. We're grateful for that. But by the time he came to see us, he was already one of the best loved and most respected instrumentalists and musicians in the world. He started out in California playing banjo and fiddle, won all kinds of contests, and he switched over and started playing the slide guitar and many other instruments from around the world. His bands, Kaleidoscope and then El Rayo X, were some of the first to incorporate multicultural music, different countries, into rock music. And over the years, he's collaborated with a wide variety of great musicians, from Ry Cooder and Warren Zevon to Crosby, Stills, Nash, and most notably probably Jackson Browne. He's been playing with him for quite a few decades now, and they just recorded one just a few years ago. It was nominated for a Grammy Award. He himself has a new record out there. It's called Big Twang. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Mr. David Lindley.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here, especially in this place. I drove up here. It was wonderful. It was good. I live on the shores of Lake Fukushima, so this is a pleasant experience for me. live over in California. One of the first banjo tunes I ever learned is this tune here. I had some uncles, the same name as the title of the song, Johnson Boys. And they were juvenile delinquents when they were young. My brothers and I patterned our lives after them. When I found out there was a song about this, I said, oh, good.
Johnson boy, born in the hardwoods, every new one a corner made. Turn their backs to hide the faces. Sign of a pretty girl made of my friend. Sign of a pretty girl made of my friend. Sign of a pretty girl made of my friend. Sign of a pretty girl made of my friend. Johnson boy went a courting. Could Creek gals were pretty and sweet. They couldn't make no conversation. Didn't know where to put their feet. 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 Johnson boy went a hunting, took two dogs and went astray. Tore their claws, scratched their faces, didn't come back till the break of day. Didn't come back till the break of day. Didn't come back till the break of day. Chevrolet. They came home a broken walking, had no money but to pay their way. Had no money but to pay their way. Had no money but to pay their way. Had no money but to pay their way.
Thank you so much. Mr. Frat there. It's okay. Thank you so much. I like to do you a song I wrote about a friend of mine where he told me stories about things in his life. Everything seemed to go wrong. Poor man. Everything seemed to go wrong. And I told my friend, Ry Cooter, about it. And he said, oh, it's simple. It's so simple. He's just in a self-meat grinder. Yeah, a self-meat grinder. That's when he grinds himself up. And I said, what? That's quite an image. Song should be written about that. So I set about doing it. And this is what I came up with. It's called the Meat Grinder Blues.
Well, I heard it on TV. I don't know if it's true. A little radiation can be good for you. So they change the standards till it ain't even close. 'Cause they just give everybody a great big dose of gasoline in the water since 1932. Call up and complain. They say there's nothing they can do. I wake up in the morning, I got spots in front of my eyes. Go to the doctor, said it's all in my mind. It's so hard to win, but easy to lose. They got us playing with a full deck, but it's mostly 3s and 2s. It's that same old greasy number is a meat grinder blue.
Cross a tomato with a fish. First time on the planet anybody's done a thing like this. What it's gonna do to you, nobody really knows, but they got plans for our future, 'cause now they're on a roll. So they took out a patent on human life, made it all legal, made it look real nice. But what they don't tell you, what you never see, that every time somebody's born, you got to pay them a royalty. Industrial nations, you know, we're all the same. We got all of that money all of the time. The king of the mountain, we want to keep it that way. Let's do lunch and have a nice day. So hard to win, so easy to lose. They got us playing with a full deck, but it's mostly threes and twos. It's that same old BC number. It's that meat grinder blue. In the morning, bad news at night. Every day it's just the same, and it makes me wonder why. Good news keeps the work done, bad news keeps you in your place, so that everything is moving at a proper pace, with a proper attitude and a proper demeanor. This kind of thing, you know, it always makes me meaner. Gonna take my television, throw it out into the trash. This kind of bullshit, it is giving me a rash. It's so hard to win, too easy to lose. They got us playing with a full deck, but it's supposed to be threes and twos. It's that same old busy number. It's a meat grinder blue. There it is, over there in the corner, the meat grinder. That's right, walk right on over to it. The ladder on the side there, you climb up that. That's right, all the way to the top. Climb up that ladder. Now you get to the top, you gotta hang on to the railings, because you gotta turn around and drop down inside. That's right. Okay. There you go. I heard you hit. You're down inside now. That's good. Okay. What you gotta do now is see the handle there on the side. Grab a hold of the handle with both hands. That's right. You got it? Now grind yourself. Grind yourself on up. Now grind yourself. Grind yourself on up. That's good. Oh man. Production's working out real good out here. We gotta get some more sax. That's right. It looks like bratwurst. Giant bratwurst. That's right. Gotta get some mustard. That's right. Keep on grinding. Don't stop now. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Something told me last night, said, Lindley, change that string. Change that. No, it'll be okay. It'll be all right. No, Lindley, listen to me. Change that string. And I did. See? I've had the great good fortune to record with a lot of people I admire very much, and one of my favorite people to have recorded with is Dolly Parton. And I did a live album with her, excuse me, down in Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, and we were all on the stage, and she starts introducing people, and there's a band from Ireland, Alton, really great. Introducing everybody. She says, we had people fly in from New York, flew in from Austin, Texas, flew in from Seattle, Washington. David Lindley flew in from Mars. So I stood up, dressed in full polyester, and I had asked her before the show, I said, do you think I should wear the full-on polyester thing? She says, well, that's one of the reasons you're here, is to do that. I'm not going to be the only one. So I said, you got it. So I also did some other CDs with her, some traditional music. One of them was where I came in and did some just songs with two people, with her singing, me playing, and I asked her, I said, why, with all the fiddle players, you know, the really great musicians in Tennessee and Kentucky and Maryland and all those places, why you'd ask me to come in and play? And I was in my late 30s at the time, and she said, well, Lindley, you play like an old man. She said, now don't take that wrong, you know. It's just that you don't play bluegrass, you don't play country, you don't play violin. You play a little Irish music, but you play the mountain-style fiddle is what I want on this, and that's kind of why you're here. And she was thinking about doing an unaccompanied murder ballad, and she had decided on Matty Groves, and she said, you want to hear it? I said, of course. So it's just me and Dolly Parton in the studio. And she is singing it just to me. And I'm looking at her, and I'm sitting in a chair about this size. I feel so small. I feel so small and insignificant. And I'm looking up at her, and she's on a stool, and she's doing all this. It's like kabuki, kind of. And she's like, and raising her eyebrows and looking at me. And I go, oh, this is so wonderful. Remember this moment. And all this horrendous lyrics going over my head. I had, I wasn't listening to them at all. I was looking at her, listening to the sound of her voice, singing in that traditional style, which is really rare. You don't hear that all the time. And I was just mesmerized. And she got to the end of the song and said, how'd you like that? And I said, fabulous. Wonderful. And she said, you know some of those tunes. I said, yeah, I do. What do you like? I said, I like Pretty Polly, but I never liked the way it ended. She said, well, you can change it around, you know. That's part of the folk process. You have it end the way you want it to end. And so I took her advice, thankfully, and changed it around.
Pretty Polly, pretty Polly, yonder she stands. Polly, pretty Polly, yonder she stands. With her raven black hair and her lily white hair. Well, he caught in Pretty Polly all the live long day. He caught in Pretty Polly all the live long night. Then he left her all alone before the morning light. Pretty Polly, won't you come away with me? Polly, pretty Polly, won't you come away with me? Before we get married, some pleasure to see. Well, he led her over fields in the valleys so wide, and led her over fields in the valleys so wide, until Pretty Polly fell down by his side. Oh Willie, I'm scared of your ways. Willie, oh Willie, I'm scared of your ways. Afraid you will lead my poor body astray. Pity Polly, figured about right. Polly, pity Polly, you figured about right. I've been digging on your grave the best part of the night. Threw her arms around him, and these words he did hear. She threw her arms around him, and these words he did hear. How can you kill a poor girl who loves you so dear? Said there's no time to talk, and there's no time to stand. There's no time to talk, and there's no time to stand. He drew out a dagger, all with his right hand. She pulled out her razor in the blink of an eye. She pulled out her razor in the blink of an eye. She said, oh no, my poor Willie, it's you who must die. With a motion so quick that no shadow was made. A motion so quick that no shadow was made. She cut him ear to ear with a flash of her blade. Well, he lay in her grave all the livelong night. He lay in her grave all the livelong day, for leading our dear pretty Polly astray. Pretty Polly, yonder she stands. Polly, pretty Polly, yonder she stands, with her raven black hair and her lily white hand.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'd like to do you a song my friend Frizz Fuller wrote. He was a songwriter that lived in Claremont, where I'm from, there on the shores of Lake Fukushima. During the Vietnam War, he decided that he didn't want to go. So he joined the Coast Guard, and he found that he hated that. He said, I got to get out of here. I really don't like this at all. So he studied how to be a schizophrenic and get out of it, all of it. He studied so well that he became a schizophrenic. And they let him out. And he come over to my house, high on a schizophrenia medicine and acid, which he take at the same time. LSD and schizophrenia medicine made him one of the scariest people on earth. And he would stand, his nose up against the glass of my front door, with his Coke bottle thick glasses and blue eyes that looked like 2 fried eggs. And he'd just stand there. He would not knock, he would not ring. He would just stand there waiting to be noticed. And noticing him was like noticing a tarantula right in front of you. Ah! Oh, no. This is not a good thing. Oh, it's just Frizz. It's okay, it's just Frizz. So I go to the door, I let him in. I said, how you doing, Frizz? He said, and he got inside, he says, I just saw Richard Nixon in drag at the Ontario airport. I told him I knew who he was. I also told the police that I knew who he was. I said, they didn't follow you over here, did they? He said, no, but I'm gonna need to stay the night. Can I sleep upstairs in the closet? Like I always do. I said, yeah, Frizz, it's fine. It's cool, go on upstairs. So what he would do is he'd sleep standing up. Standing up with his eyes open. And he'd sleep the whole night. And he'd come down in the morning just as normal as anything. He's one of the most articulate, intelligent people I ever knew in my life. Just made some wrong choices, that's all.
Lying in the gutter, in the water, in the soil. That's 'cause I never wash, I never shave. I ain't gonna work like a slave. I've been lying in the gutter, in the water and the mud.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Mr. David Lindley, the latest is called The Big Twang. Yes, once again weaving his spell. Mr. David Lindley, our thanks to David Lindley. Our thanks to Pert near Sandstone and Bill Miller and Judith Owen, Carrie Newcommer, and all of their friends. Our thanks to all of you here at North House Folk School in Grand Marais, Minnesota, for coming out in this big old tent and being part of Mountain Stage this week. And our thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We'd never forget that. And we hope you'll be listening next week when our guests will be the Ducks, Blake Mills, Jill Barber, Curtis McMurtry, and Puss in Boots, featuring Sasha Dobson, Catherine Popper, and Nora Jones. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skouras. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. The production assistants from Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Lance Schrader, and Chris Mead. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodgings provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Go out and hear some live music wherever you are as soon as you can. You'll be listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the mountain state of West Virginia. Thunder on the mountain, fires on the moon, ruckus in the alley, and the sun will be here soon. Today is the day, gonna grab my trombone and blow. Well, there's hot stuff here, and it's everywhere I go. Was thinking about Alicia Keys, I couldn't keep from crying. When she was born in Hell's Kitchen, I was living down the line, wondering where in the world Alicia Keys might be. Been looking for her, even clear through Tennessee. David Lindley, here he is, right here. Bob Thompson on the piano there. Carrie's going to sing us a verse.
Feels like my soul's beginning to expand. Look to my heart, sign of understand. You brought me here, but you're trying to run me away. And the writing's on the wall. Come read it, come see what they say.
Michael Lipton. Brian Kennedy back there. comes Kevin from Pert near Sandstone.
Well, I got the pork chops, she got the pie. She ain't no angel, Lord, neither am I. Shame on your greed, shame on your wicked schemes. I'll say this, I don't give a damn about your dreams.
Let's hear that mandolin now. Bring it down for this acoustic guitar right here. Julie Adams.
Oh, everybody's going and I want to go too. Don't want to take a chance with somebody new. I did all I could and I did it right there and then. I've already confessed, no need to confess again.
Well, I got a lot of money, gonna go up north. I plan an hour harvest what the earth brings forth. My hammer's on the table, my pitchfork's on the shelf. For the love of God, take pity on yourself. Right, so. One more time, David Lindley, right here. One more, David, come on. One more time.
Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser. Mountain Stage is a production of West Virginia Public Radio. This is NPR.